Okay, Thursday morning in the kingdom, we have a big day planned. Yes, we're going to mount a second wind generator known as Useless 2. Yes, Useless 2. So this morning we woke up to a warm minus 11 Celsius, but feels like minus 18. That's because there's no wind yet. Once the wind gets up, it's going to be chilly. And then on the yo-yo scale, plus 12 Fahrenheit, but feels like plus 0 Fahrenheit. Yes, 0 isn't freezing. It's it's plus 32 is freezing on the yo-yo scale. All right, so happy Thanksgiving to the USA people as they enjoy their Turkey Day. Yes, that movie with Steve Martin and John Candy, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. That was a classic. How everybody rushes to get home for Thanksgiving and everything goes wrong. Yes, that's why we don't go anywhere. Oh, wait, we have no family to go to. Yes, the staff and I are the only ones, how would you say, up here, and everybody else down south hates us in the family, so why can travel down there? Yes. All right, so Thor the water truck. Yes, the water truck, because he has the water tank in the back. He's not Thor the plow truck because he has no plows. So Thor the water truck will be up and running today to be the ladder extension. Yes, and we'll be mounting that wind generator. All right, let's back up quickly. All right, so we had Thor the water truck plugged in on the timer. He's over there. Yeah, there. All right, right there. So he'll be toasty warm for startup, just like the power source over there. You can't heat them too fast. You got to heat them slowly. That's what the ladies like in the bedroom. You got to heat them slowly. Yes, if you go too fast, things aren't right. Yes, we learned. All right, so we have some sunrise over here. No gong show truckers, which is nice. All right, so we got some nice wood smoke happening. We'll go right here and get it. Look at that. Straight up. Ooh, picture perfect. Ooh, I'm tilted. Ooh, the world's spinning too fast. All right. Okay, I better take my medication. Yes, vodka. All right, there we go. The me phone's probably getting cold and will censor me, so we got to get him back in. He likes being warm. I don't know why. All right, here comes the boss. So we got to get to work. Okay, seems how we can't walk the dogs, yes, because the big bad wolf still hasn't found his way to Little Red Riding Hood's grandma's place, to replace grandma. Yeah, so we have to hang around the yard, so I get my exercise. We put stuff in Trader 7, Trader 1, we went back and forth. We got Thor, the plow, Thor, the snow truck, no, Thor, the water truck cleaned off, yes. Climbing up there is a great adventure, so I figured if I was that high, I might as well climb up the ladder and snip the wires and get Useless 1 ready to come down. Because after lunch, the staff will be here. We'll park Thor, so we get the ladder reach, and down comes Useless 1, and Useless 2 goes up. Are you confused? I am too. And look at the wood stove smoke. Yes, it's going straight up. All right, let's go have that second cup of coffee. It's so expensive, but so tasty.
Thursday morning in WHO-ville, it's just after 9 a.m. and as you can see, we have a nice little sunrise, but it's still pretty cloudy out here right now. It did try to snow a bit last night, but not much came down. Now let's head inside, let the dogs out and make breakfast. Then at 1 p.m. I'll head over to the kingdom and see what we're doing this afternoon.
Okay, we're a little ahead of schedule, so I'm doing the test by myself. Yes, unsupervised. Yes, I was going to wait till after lunch. We'd planned after lunch when the staff arrives. So we got it all set up here. This is Useless 2. We rode on it too. Yes. Okay, so we got the little alligator clips there. And let's see what we got. All right, we'll attempt a little spinny spin here. See that? We have the talent. Look, we have numbers. Yes, okay. So when you put the drill on with the Allen head in here, it gets hard to turn. Yes, I tried the cordless drill, didn't have enough oomph, so we have to get the electric one. Yes, and also too, I'm getting smart at my age. I'm writing the sizes on everything, so when I climb up the ladder to adjust this thing, I know which wrenches to take. All right, so I'll set the tripod up so we can record this great event. Okay, that little video seemed to turn out, but I think the brake is on. It doesn't seem to free flow when it starts spinning. It seems like it goes to a certain volt or something and then it's braking, the dynamic brake. Let's see if we can try this. This might flip all over the bench, or I don't know. We have enough talent. Okay, so you go nice and slow. It kind of spins free. Once you get up to a certain RPM, there, it's dragging. I don't know if it's trying to generate electricity or what it's doing, but it's hard. You can feel it in the drill. All right, let's continue getting this thing. Oh, hand and eye coordination, Les Nessman. See, I'm sober. All right, let's continue to get this ready. When the staff arrives after lunch, we pop useless 1 off, and then we can pop useless 2 in, and then we might have charging of the batteries. Okay, lunchtime in the kingdom. I stocked up the stove. Yes, and we got useless 2 ready to go up. It doesn't seem to be windy out. And we didn't get fancy wiring it in or anything like that, or shrink tubing it. So we wired it on. We want to be able to stick the multimeter thingy-me-bobs, the pointy things into here to see if we have a voltage. Yeah, see if we are recording voltage. And then over here, we'll do a test with the drill up on there, since how there's no wind, to see if it's actually going to charge. Because we did test this wire before we dragged it up, put it in, and it worked out that there was current you could go through it. But we don't know. Maybe there's a kink or a draw or something like that. All right, let's go burn some lunch in the microwave. And then after lunch, we put up useless 2.
12 p.m. and I'm just getting ready to make lunch. Today I'll be having Caesar salad. This is a chopped kit and it's pretty easy to make. It has all the dressing and everything inside. Now let's head in and make lunch and let the dogs out. Almost 1 p.m. and I'm just finishing up lunch and fed the dogs. I got the quad out and I'll head over to the kingdom and see what my dad's up to this afternoon. Forgot to mention in my morning video, happy turkey day to everybody out there and enjoy the delicious food tonight. Now let's go over to the kingdom. Made it to the kingdom, now I'll head down to the shop. Sounds like my dad has Thor running, so I think we are going to be switching out the wind generators today and putting the new one up, so we will head down to the shop and get ready. Down at the shop now, my dad will bring Thor around and we'll park it in front of the shop. Here I have the measurements on how far Thor has to be parked so we can put the ladder up and then switch out the wind generators. Got Thor backed up to the shop. Now my dad is up the ladder and he's going to get the old wind generator down and then we'll switch it out and put the new one up and then wire everything in. 1:30 and we just got wind generator number 2 set up. Now we're going to do a quick little test, so I'll head into the shop and show you guys a little meter to see if this thing spins and puts out any power. In the shop, and I'm just waiting for my dad to spin it so we can see if anything pops up on the little meter here. He already did a video showing what he did. Oh, it works. It's already showing up and all he's using is little drill to spin it. Not sure if you can hear it. That's exactly what we want. The other wind generator, when we spun it, nothing showed up on here, so that is good. We were able to test the wind generator number 2 and it worked, so now we're going to put Thor back in its parking spot, and then once that's done I'll head down to the wood pile and fill the box trailer while my dad finishes with the wires.
Okay, we're going to be short videos, so let's see what the security cameras, camera 6 recorded of us changing out useless 1 to useless 2. Alright, let's see if I have enough talent. Hit the button here, play, play, play. 16. There's Thor the plow truck. Thor the water truck comes up. So here where the boss likes them when we speed things up, we're, how would you say, working fast. Yes. So we have the ladders all ready. So we got to get the ladder in the back of Thor, and then we got to climb up. Yes. And the sun is directly to the south. Yes, to the south. It's just in the trees right here. Yeah. So that's what's making it hard. So this is useless 1. Oh, there we go. Remove the tape. That's me right there. Kind of can't see anything because of the sun glare. Take it off. Down the ladder I go. Pass it to the staff. And then the staff gives me useless 2. Yes. It's kind of annoying. There we go. Hard part is to feed the cable down the pipe. I wish they made the cable so it was separate. Yes, that would have been a lot easier. Getting it on, kind of got a glare. It's working out well. There we go. It was done, hooked up, and we got it. So then we should fart around. Oh, I got a cough. That was lame ass. It's like, oh, I better not say her name. All right, so we were going to come back up here. That sun is annoying. At least the wood stove smoke is not blowing into the camera. And what are we doing? I can't see anything. All right, so we should be hooking up the wires. And then I should be coming up to do a voltage test. Yes, a voltage test. Yes, look at that sun. It's just above the trees. Like, it's just annoying. And by December, it'll be behind the trees. Yes. Okay, anytime now. I'm going to reappear. Anytime. There I am. All right. Look at that. Did the test and we're done. And also too, I sped it up to 16 times and the nose cone is on. Down goes the ladder.
Almost 2 p.m. and I'm down at the wood pile. Didn't take me very long to fill the box trailer, and I'll head back up to the shop and put this in the shop, and then I have one pail to fill with some kindling. Got the hose shack bin filled, and I'll head over to the shop and give my dad a hand cutting up all the timbers. Good thing we stocked up on firewood yesterday. I didn't have to do very much today. Over at the shop now, my dad's just cutting up the old pallets. Those will go into the wagon. Then we'll cut up this timber right here, and it'll go into the shop in the hose shack. Got the timbers and the pallets cut up. Now my dad's going to move the 48 sedan delivery up to the shop here. It's supposed to go into the shop this weekend, but my dad's not done with the 38. So we're going to park this up by the shop here. So if we have to, we can always drag it into the shop when it's cold and won't start like right now. Got the 48 sedan delivery up to the shop. Now my dad's going to let it run for a little bit to charge up the batteries and warm it up. Hopefully tomorrow afternoon we can put this into the shop when my dad's done putting the legs on the table. Then we can bring the table out and put this in its place. Just after 2 p.m. and I'm officially done in the kingdom, so I'll head back into WHO-ville and go check the mail. If there's anything in the mail, I'll return to the kingdom and do a little video for you guys. If not, then I'll end my day at 5 p.m.
Okay, coffee time in the kingdom. Perfect day to be putting up the wind generator because there's no wind. Yeah, it's not like we did it useless. One, that was unreal. Also, to the 48 Chevy sedan delivery that we took car camping 4 times during the fires needs some love. The fuel pump's not pumping it up, and then when it does pump it up to the carburetor, it's flooding it out. But we bought a new fuel pump. We got a new electric fuel pump, fuel regulator, carb kit, everything. So this vehicle's going in the shop to get some love. Yes, some love. And we look way up, and there's useless 2. Yes, useless 2. All right, so that was the way to install it with no wind. But the thing is, we did useless 1 in the wind. We seen it airplane, and we know what that thing can spin like. So we know. So we learned. Yes, we got the wood stove stocked up. Let's go in and have a coffee. Yes, an expensive cup of coffee. Yes, Folgers in my cup. All right. Okay, it's getting dark outside, and I stocked up the wood stove and I cut some firewood in the hose shack. So, okay, so we have useless 1 here. We did the test up on the roof. Okay, when I was up the thing, we went up the ladder, put the drill on. That's when we found out it's best to have the Allen wrench in here because the socket, it doesn't self-center. This here, when you're holding it on, oh, hand and eye. When you're holding on to it, it's got enough slop that it self-centers when you're spinning it. So this thing wouldn't generate any power. The staff tested it, we tested it, and spun it, and nothing worked. And now it works. I got 1465 on the Richter scale there. So now we can figure this out. So maybe we should take useless one, put him on a post and set him outside and close to the ground so we can monitor him. Yes, that's why we double check everything. I can't believe this. Maybe it was one of my connections, you never know. But I've hooked it up exactly the same way we had it. I even hooked it up. But this thing here seemed to be discharging. So maybe it's got these ones wires backwards or something. I don't know. It's so confusing. But oh well, we're having fun and we're learning because we are the learning channel. Yes, oh well.
5 p.m. and this is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's minus 10 degrees Celsius, which is 14 degrees Fahrenheit. We even have the feels like on the bottom. It was pretty nice in the kingdom today. There are some clouds rolling in. Maybe we'll get some more snow. Now let's head inside, let the dogs out, make supper, and end my day.
Okay, I'm outside, and for demonstration purposes, I'll stand over here. Okay, so we know useless one works on the workbench, okay? So, but it doesn't work up on the pole. So we got this tank sitting here. It's in a wind area. So if we put a stick up here and mount useless one on there, it should get some wind movement. So between two useless wind generators, they should be able to charge enough to turn on a light bulb, yes. All right, let's go in here. Oh, these walk and talk videos. All right. Oh, I just stocked up the wood stove so you can hear the sounds. Yes. All right, so over here, useless one is up there. Okay. We don't give up, not like the women in my marriage would say, that's it, we're done, divorce. All right, then kiss my money goodbye. All right, so we are not going to put this in my closet and worry about it later. Well, one, there's too many skeletons in my closet, so we can't do it. So we're going to make it work. And we think the problem is the brown box. It's all the videos you watch, everybody blames the brown box. So us having it in the building and then that cable going to up the post there was too long. But when we had it on the workbench with 10 feet of 10 gauge, that's what, it worked. So then if we just run, how would you say, set this in the tank outside and then run wires, these wires to the batteries. Yeah. Okay. So then we don't need a 10 gauge. We can go a little smaller. All right. So that's what we'll do. We had it all ready to go. I welded the thingy in there. The bolts are never seized and ready to go in. And then we have pipe. So anytime you work with pipe to make it flat on the side, you weld some channel iron on. So the staff can hold the pipe and I'll weld it on tomorrow. And then we'll hook it up. Yes, so we got everything ready here. The level, the never seize on the bolts, the 14 millimeter wrench. The, how would you say, wind inducer. The simulated wind. Yeah, right here. And we got the level and the nose cone. Yes, the yellow nose cone. All right, so we're glad, we're happy that we might be able to salvage useless one. All right, let's go check on the flags. Okay, we're quitting early. It's 5:30 or something like that. The boss won't be impressed. But look at how big Thor's tire tracks are. Yes, those are big tires. Hard to change when you're an old guy. All right, so we did good today. We got useless 2 up there. And it hasn't even moved or done anything since we installed them. All right, it's going to be a dark night tonight. Hopefully we can get the 48 Chevy sedan delivery into the shop and give it some love. Yes, it's some love. But it's pretty sad when you buy new fuel pumps, new, and it's all crap. So you have to buy more to reduce the pressure, the fuel pressure. All right, a little bit more. Oh, I'm getting dizzy. All right, there's the flag in their natural state of being wrecked and, how would you say, limp. All right, let's go walk the dogs, make a video, and we'll talk to you later.